Hi everyone, my name is Lindsey. I'm 17 years old. So my big idea and that I want to share right now is that students must be treated as equal partners in the fight for equity and in the fight for a better future of education. We as students can co-create spaces with you all to make and join efforts and make a better world. Our voices, of course, must be heard, valued, and included in every space. And I'm really glad that Teach for All, the Global Institute, are actually doing this by us as students being here in all this convening. So let me start with my father, Cipriano. He's my inspiration to be here actually, because his story always encouraged me to look for more. He had a lot of dreams, like all of we are all here and we all have dreams, and so did he. He dreamed of becoming a business owner, opening his own bakery. But due to different life situations and all the educational disparities in Peru back then, he couldn't achieve that. And despite that, he always encouraged me to look for more opportunities for me to have the future I wanted, not just for me, but for my community in general. And that inspired me a lot. So when I turned 14 years old, I got my chance. I joined the Enseña Peru student leadership program. That is a program that transformed my life, literally. I was part of the third cohort of the program, and I learned a lot of things about leadership, about social emotional skills, and how students can actually transform our communities. Because my colleagues were from the 24 regions of Peru, and we were already making change in our communities. It was really, really inspiring. After that program, I decided to join as a volunteer in an organization that was called Wake Up Now. It's called Wake Up Now. It was co-founded by 8 students from Enseña Peru that were also university students. I joined as a volunteer because I believed in the power of collaboration to transform systems. So a month later, no, 6 months later, I became the CEO of that organization. And we're already making a lot of transformation in our communities. We have so far impacted more than 13,000 students across Latin America. We offer different programs for leadership, for enhancing social emotional skills, and to foster critical thinking in teenagers across our region, LATAM. Our main program so far is called Impacta Ya. It's in Spanish, but in English it could be translated as Impact Now. We basically foster these collaboration spaces between teenagers so they can create their own projects. So it's basically an initiative from teenagers by teenagers. From teenagers to teenagers, and we are already making a lot of impact. I have got like 2 examples of our students. One of them is creating a video game in order to teach kids about sustainable development goals. So he's amazing. We have got another student that created a podcast that basically joins all students' voices and shares it with LATAM network. So Impactaya is like my home and my community in all what I'm doing right now. So the last thing I wanted to share with you is that we as students, we as leaders are already making change. We are not just like leaders for the future, we are leaders of today. So I think like that kind of leadership that is needed right now is to recognize that we can also be part of these spaces, that we can also co-create different things together and join efforts in order to enhance our impact together. So my final question would be, how will you ensure that our voices are included and that we can work in true partnership together to enhance our education system? So thank you.